With your CIGTV news update, I'm Shanda Gallego in for Donna Bush. In our top story, the draft bill for the referendum regarding the port will allow the elections office to send postal ballots to persons overseas by commercial courier. As such, ballots can be delivered within 2 to 3 business days after the ballots are issued by the returning officer. Voters who qualify for postal ballots include those already on the official voters list who are living off-island, such as students and persons away for medical care. Voters on the official register who live in the Cayman Islands but will be traveling off-island on referendum day are also eligible. Postal ballot applications are already being accepted by the Elections Office. Instructions about how to apply for postal ballots are available from www.elections.ky. The deadline for Elections Office to receive postal applications is the 7th of December, 2019. Up next is a very important move for government agency workforce opportunities and residency Cayman. The government agency has announced that as of next Monday, October 28th, services currently offered at Midtown Plaza will move to the former Walker's House building in Mary Street, Georgetown. Persons seeking assistance in finding employment for those wanting to register with WORC are encouraged to call ahead to make an appointment. All WORC services currently offered at the building, formerly known as Immigration Headquarters on Elgin Avenue, will remain at that location. For more information, you can check out www.work.ky. In our final story, as part of ongoing Older Persons Month celebrations, seniors recently learned how they can access court services and legal advice. Last week, an audience of older persons heard from Court Administrator Suzanne Bothwell and Director of Legal Aid Stacey Park on topics such as parental responsibility for grandchildren, elder abuse, and eligibility for legal aid. The event was organized by the Council of Older Persons. Now, additional information about legal aid is available from www.judicial.ky/forms. Turning now to stories making headlines at Radio Cayman. A recent study by the Central Caribbean Marine Institute has found that the total population density for all fish families has not changed statistically, speaking on any of the Cayman Islands between 1999 and 2018. While no significant differences were found for grunts, snapper, filefish, parrotfish, and surgeonfish, researchers did note a decline in grouper density on Little Cayman. The study also found that the mean length of fish have increased on all islands. The exception here is parrotfish on Cayman Brac, which declined in mean length. For more information, you can visit reefresearch.org. Last weekend, Belfort Estates residents kicked off the Bodden Town District's 19th Neighborhood Watch program. Community police officers joined the residents for the launch. Residents affirmed their commitment to report suspicious activity and crime to police. Bodden Town East MLA Dwayne Seymour was also there and encouraged residents to continue to work closely with the police. Now for more community news, this time from the Cayman Compass. Sargassum seaweed, baked, boiled, and fried. Mats of sargassum seaweed are a treasure trove of surprises. The floating mesh entraps mostly anything along its path, including lionfish eggs, trash, plastics, and fuel patches. So those brave enough to eat sargassum will want to give the seaweed a very thorough wash before digging in. That's the first tip from Cayman's pioneering chef, Thomas Tennant, owner of Tomfoodery Kitchen.
Hi, I'm Chef Thomas from the Cayman Islands with my company Tomfoodery Kitchen. Today we'll be using some sargassum in various ways with some local snapper, the sargassum in a coconut rundown, and finishing off with a jasmine rice with a little bit of sargassum cooked into it as well. The sargassum that's already been washed once for 10 minutes in fresh water and picked of any sort of impurities that don't belong, whether they're from nature, for example of this, like little grass, that needs to come out. Okay. First we're going to start by dressing the fish. We have already taken the gills and the insides out, but we're just going to snip the tail and some of the fins off. Once you remove the fins, you can then do with your very sharp knife, just score into the flesh just for a little penetration when we then season the fish with the salt and kimchi base. Just like that. Nice. We'll take about 58. Yeah, so we're roasting the fish at 350 degrees in a convection oven. You can go a little bit higher if you don't have convection in your oven. 375 is advised. So, the next step in making this dish is making a sargassum rice that's flavored with thyme and garlic. What I like to do, I know most recipes for rice call for the water drinkable boil before we add the rice to it, which is it's the same what we're going to do, but I like to flavor the water, the broth a bit, because if we just dump this in, it's just we might not get as much flavor as possible. Garlic and thyme are going to be heated with a bit of coconut oil, and not too much. You don't want the rice to be super saturated with oil. And we're going to take some really nice sargassum, and this is where we try to get just mostly leaves and not so much of those stems. Next we're going to do the coconut rundown with the sargassum. We're going to start by blanching the sargassum a few times in fresh water. First, in fresh unsalted water, we'll bring the water to a boil, strain it, and then put fresh cold water that we season with salt. After that, we'll strain it again, chop it up, and then continue to make the coconut rundown. Medium heat, we're going to melt a good amount of coconut oil. Just think of it as butter. You can never really have too much. We'll actually leave most of it intact. Honestly, I'm happy with what's going on in this pot. Let's check the fish, shall we? Awesome. Don't worry, this is my tasting spoon. Just tasting, stirring. I didn't mix it. Oh, whoa! That's Scotch bonnet. Mess it up with all the other liquidy stuff. So we'll put it around. Put a little bit on top, but not too much. Some liquid, juice. Fancy scallion cilantro, but don't cover the head. Unless you're one of those people that don't like food looking at you, then cover the eye. We would have more, but this is what I got. So, to explain it all in completion, it is a sargassum and starfruit kimchi roasted snapper stuffed with sargassum, with a coconut rundown sargassum sauce, and sargassum jasmine rice. So if that's not too many ways to show you how sargassum can be incorporated into one dish, I don't know what is. Maybe somebody can show me one more.
You can go online to both the Radio Cayman and Cayman Compass websites for more daily community news headlines. Finally, a look at today's forecast from the Cayman Islands National Weather Service. Isolated showers are expected from tonight as an upper-level trough moves over the Western Caribbean. Moderate winds are also expected as a high-pressure system builds over the eastern U.S. Radar images show scattered showers in and around the Cayman area moving towards the west. Also tonight, partly cloudy skies with a 30% chance of showers and possible thunder are expected. Temperatures will fall to the upper 70s. Winds will be east-northeast at 10 to 15 knots, and seas will be moderate with wave heights of 3 to 5 feet. You can check out www.weather.gov.ky for more. And for a look at our daily and weekly forecast, remember to go online to www.weather.gov.ky for the latest forecast, which can also be found on their Facebook and on the Weather Radio dial 107.9 FM. And remember, you can download the National Weather Service app, CINWS, to have the latest weather information at your fingertips. And that is the latest from us here at CIGTV Television. To see what's on our programming schedule, you can go online to gis.gov.ky and click on the publications icon at the bottom of the page. If you missed today's news update, head to our Facebook page and our YouTube channel. I'm Shanda Gallego. Thanks for watching.
Do you have a business in the tourism industry? The Cayman Islands Department of Tourism wants you to get listed on their website. Visit CaymanIslands.com. It's absolutely free and will give your business added exposure on the #1 visited tourism site for the Cayman Islands. Learn more and get listed at www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. That's www.visitcaymanislands.com/sign up. Deadline is August 15th for all submissions. Don't wait. Sign up today.
The Department of Environmental Health provides residential garbage collection services to an estimated 14,000 Cayman Islands households each week. You may wonder how it is that our collectors are able to adequately cover these routes given our limited resources. The answer partly depends on you. By making sure that your garbage is appropriately packaged and easily accessible to our collectors, you will aid the pickup process and ensure efficient garbage collections. Here are a few valuable tips that will steer you in the right direction. Place bagged garbage into your garbage container on the evening before your scheduled pickup day. Bags should weigh less than 40 pounds and garbage containers should have a maximum capacity of 33 gallons. Our collectors will not collect garbage bags and bins that are too heavy. Only use garbage containers constructed from sturdy materials such as metal or plastic. Your garbage container must also have a tightly fitted cover and easy to grip handles. To avoid spillage and limit access to animals, we also recommend that you store garbage bins inside an enclosure. A single garbage enclosure should have minimum dimensions of 2 feet 6 inches by 2 feet 6 inches. All enclosures should be a minimum of 6 inches from the ground. Any enclosure that is higher than 3 feet tall must have a door, or collectors are unable to collect the garbage if the enclosure is too high. Place garbage containers or enclosures at the front or side of the property in an area that is easily accessible to the collectors. Our collectors will not pick up any items that are outside the trash container. Please remember to return garbage containers to the enclosure or its original position as soon as possible after collection has taken place.
Avoid placing the following items in your household garbage containers: construction and demolition debris, vegetative and household hazardous waste, bulk waste items, hot coals, and grease. You may bring these items to the Georgetown landfill, which is located at Seymour Drive and open from 7:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. Monday to Saturdays. You can also take small quantities of garbage to the 24-hour drop-off site located at the entrance of the landfill. Always pour plenty of water on hot coals to make sure they are completely out before disposing of them inside the landfill.
The DEH provides free curbside bulk waste pickup once per year. Bulk items may include old furniture and appliances, tires, and metal items. Place bulk items out on the curbside once the DEH has announced its annual bulk waste pickup schedule. You may, however, hire DEH to pick up your bulk waste throughout the year at a cost of $75 per load. When you follow these tips, you will help to maintain the efficiency of the DEH collections program. For more information on proper waste handling or to report uncollected garbage, please give us a call at 949-6696 or send an email to dehcustomerservice@gov.ky.
The Esterly Tibbetts Highway 3-lane roundabout is ready for drivers. It's time to make sure you know how to use it. First, know which exit you need to take. Pay attention to lane arrows and signs. Make sure you use your signal to change lanes or exit the roundabout. To turn left, you always approach in the left-hand lane and indicate left. To drive straight ahead, you need to be looking out for signs and road markings indicating which lane to use. Get in one of the lanes marked with a straight-through arrow. If turning right, you must use the right-hand lane and indicate accordingly. To use the roundabout safely, remember these 3 tips. Know your exit, pick your lane, and signal to make your turn.
Did you know your mailing address details on your land register must be up to date in order to receive notices on new development which may impact you? Visit Lands and Survey Department to check your mailing address is correct. Did you know that walls, fences located along the road require planning permission no matter the height? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required. Did you know that fences and walls within the high water setback require planning permission no matter the height? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required. Did you know that a trellis structure requires planning permission? You should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required. Did you know that a deck more than 6 inches above finished grade requires planning permission? Did you know you should check with the department as a planning and permit application may be required?